Hello everybody, I'm Turnins, and if you're like me, you've just completed the MSQ and you're ready to get working on leveling your gatherers to 100. If you're not sure what the options that you have or the best ways to do so, have no worries. I'm going to talk you through each of the potential ways that you can level, which ones I recommend, and give you some invaluable resources that have been provided by our amazing community. A quick disclaimer, while there will be no major spoilers in this video, I will ensure my best to be as vague as possible about any minor ones, but there may be certain minor spoilers such as mapped or material names that you may see in this video. I have completed the MSQ and have all available locations open, so if you would like to avoid small spoilers, please save this video for later. I think I only show off maps 1 through 4 here at most. Not too many spoilers, but there are going to be some things. While this video will talk about mainly Dawntrail leveling from 90 to 100, all of these methods except for the Wachumeqimeqi Quests are fantastic ways to get your gathering leveled from any point in the game. I'll divide the video into chapters, so feel free to check out each one if you're looking for a specific method, and I'll put a breakdown up here on the screen for you as well. This video will be mainly from a gatherer's perspective, and I will be posting a more crafter specific one later, so subscribe if you'd like to see that. In my opinion, your only goal at this point of the expansion is to focus on getting to level 100, no matter the means. As long as you have some decent level 90 gear that allows you to gather some of the items, you should stick with it until you're able to replace it at level 100. The level 90 script gear or indicators with the budget meld sets from Endwalker should be more than enough to push you through these levels, even if it's not the best. I would not recommend getting any of the mid-tier level 90 gear. I would just focus on trying to save till you can get to the 100, but if you are struggling and need to, just go ahead and try to get to some of those levels. I believe there's gear at 94 or 96 instead of the previous 90 gear if you're having troubles. I will say that I used my indicator set, but I do have a full pentamelded set, so this might have been a little bit easier for me than if you have just the level 90 script gear. As far as I've seen from my friends though, they've had no issues as well. Our first method is going to be leaves. Leaves are always a great way to get tasked a simple quest to get some experience, and you'll be able to pick up new ones here. Leaves do have a capped amount that you can do, where you're able to get 3 more allowances every 12 hours up to a maximum of 100. Because of this, if you are looking to level both your crafters and gatherers, it's better to leave this, pun intended, for your crafters. Although, if you're not here for the ultimate min-max guide to get level 100 all of your jobs, gathering leaves are a fun and easy way to get some levels. Pick up a quest, look where you need to go, press initiate once you've arrived to spawn the nodes, and just gather away. Gathering leaves can have a few different goals, so make sure to read which one you get when you start it, and do your best to hit the additional experience breakpoints for the bonus if provided. Your second option, and one I definitely recommend, is the Wachumeqimeqi Quests. Now, if you're not familiar, these are a new one-time delivery quest storyline. It's similar to the one added during Shadowbringers. These are fun, easy, collectible-based quest lines where you're in charge of helping out these shopkeepers with various tasks. For gathering, the apothecary shop is both the botanist and miner quest line and can provide a decent amount of experience. They aren't the best way to get levels, but they are cute and enjoyable quests. The double is a great way to get some early scripts and to help you out as intermediary experience boosts. I'll put up an infograph here that will show you how much experience each one gives you, but you'll also get about 1,000 purple scripts for each of the level of turn-ins that you do, and the quest lines so far that I have done are enjoyable. These will not get you from 90-100 in and of themselves, but can serve as a nice little break if you want to get away from just the mindless gathering. To start these, you'll talk to this guy here to be introduced, and you pick any of the shops related to the job you want to level. Each shop has multiple jobs related to them, and again, they are one time only, so make sure you pick the jobs that you aren't having the best time of leveling with. Maybe the materials are too expensive, or you're just not as much of a fan of that one, and plan accordingly. Just as a note, these quests are at level 90, 93, 95, 98, and 100, and they are tied behind the MSQ. Your third option is collectibles. These are my preferred method as they are easy and great experience, and they'll also get you scripts as well, which you'll need for the new folklore books to be able to get the new legendary nodes. For these, I do recommend having a decent set of gear, at least the highest level 90 script gear, or indicators with the budget or higher melding. The best ones to do are the time nodes, as they offer far better rewards, but they are limited as to how often you can gather them. Personally, I set up a timer with these two, the Dark Amber and the Mountain Flax, and made sure to gather them anytime that they were up. It's an easy, more passive way to level, and you'll be able to do things between them as they are back to back every approximately 30 minutes. Once you get to level 84, You'll also be able to add these two, the sweet kukuru beans and the titanium gold ore, to be able to get a little bit more in your rotation. A quick note, the collectible turn-in is locked behind the level 97 MSQ, so you won't be able to do these before then. To gather these, try your best to get to 1000 collectability, but if you're not able to do so, just struggle through and get as high as you're able to. As I said earlier, your only goal is to get to 100 with whatever gear you have on, and I don't think it's worth buying new gear just to level. I found this a lot easier than in previous expansions, particularly because a lot of these nodes had higher integrity than normal, or I got revisit procs on a lot of them, which allowed me to get an additional entire gather out of them. It was really fun, and I'm really a big fan of this new passive trait. Your fourth option? Custom Deliveries. Custom Deliveries are a weekly turn-in quest line that can get you a decent chunk of experience for only the cost of a little time. While they aren't going to be as impactful as they have been in the past, because we're going to be doing the previous expansion ones, they are honestly still worth doing for both the scripts that they give and the experience. For those not familiar, they are weekly turn-in NPCs that require you to bring them up to 6 items a week, which are just a simple collectible that you can grab. Make sure to hit the highest collectability with these, and you take your time to get them if you need. For example, a Milliance at Charlian asked me to get the luncheon coffer materials, which you can right click here to see where to find. Just go over, gather them, bring them back to her, and you're done. These share the same standard weekly cooldown timer most things in the game have. Your fifth option is your Grand Company turn-in. Of course, the GC turn-ins have to make it on any list. They're an easy, daily turn-in at your Grand Company that gets you some seals and a lot of experience. If you're more of a fan of the passive slow grind, GC turn-ins are the best for you. In your timer menu, which is Control plus U by default, click on the next mission allowance to be able to easily see what they require today. That way you can get all your materials before you visit. An honorary mention, the sixth option is gathering high value materials for Gil. Now this is not the most effective leveling method, but it can be a method that will be highly profitable very early in an expansion. For example, a level 91 ore, the mountain chromite, is selling for 1200 Gil on my server, and people are buying it. While this might seem crazy, during an early expansion, many people are pushing to level their crafters and are wanting to get them done as fast as possible, so they're happy to spend some Gil to do so. If you're looking to take advantage of some Gil making opportunities while very slowly leveling your gathering classes, then just make sure you have your food buffs on, potentially the squadron or FC buffs, and go wild. Here's a list of items that are selling for over 1,000 each on my server right now. The mountain chromite and ginseng log are level 91, so very easy to get into, and they're selling for about 1,200 consistently right now. Make sure you check your own server prices out and just look around at what people are buying. Don't forget, I use the raid markers to easily be able to mark out where each of the node is and just start running laps on those, so I don't have to worry about keeping track of them as much. This will get you low amounts of experience, but could push you through the early levels while making a couple million Gil if you're lucky. But that's all. Please consider liking the video if it was helpful, and if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section. I try my best to answer every single post. If you could, please subscribe as well. I'm aiming for 750 subs by the end of July. Thanks for watching.